Ready to face this one off. First of 4 here in Baltimore this weekend. Alec Stathakis for the Waterdogs is going to go against Trevor Baptiste, who's coming off a rare under 50% game last week.
48% last week in Philadelphia.
Baptiste mic'd up. You can hear how physical that opening face-off was. Ball still loose and dangerously in front of the Atlas net, picked up by the Dogs. McCarl's going to shoot off the pipe. Fast start. Was able to beat Matt DeLuca, who's starting today in goal for Philadelphia. Liam Entenmann in net for New York. Stathakis is going to win this draw back to himself. Gets it to Randall. Here's Witcher now bringing it into the offensive end for Philadelphia to Courier. Zach Courier, so good at everything, including putting the ball in the back of the net. 77 in purple, just misses.
Courier will play the wings of
Out of Notre Dame. You mentioned he's from the Baltimore area, one of just a slew of players that we'll talk about all weekend long that either grew up in this area or played at the University of Maryland, or Hopkins for that matter, or Towson, or any of the number of schools that are in this area where lacrosse is so important.
Like a slot receiver in the NFL, like no one can cover him.
Super
he
quick feet.
Breaks ankles. Jeff Teat is more of a cerebral left-handed quarterback, dissecting defenses, really good in his spatial awareness, and reading the motions of the game.
And that's Cardle, the veteran, 12 years in professional lacrosse. Finally was able to win his first championship. That was an emotional moment with this Waterdogs team a couple of years ago. Baptiste starting to exert a little dominance here at the face-off dot. He's an offensive threat too. Watch number 9 in white. He isn't just a typical Fogo. So New York responds after Philadelphia scores their first goal of the day just 36 seconds later.
Box. There you go, other side, yeah, there you go. There you go. Hey, come up this way. There you go. Hey, come right here. Get over. Box him in, push him in. Push him in, Brett.
Ouch.
That's great audio right there. The communication between both face-off man Stathakis and Baptiste.
They're working in pairs, in trios, basically. It's a
league with a field stick, so we'll give you some slack there. I'm curious, out here on the field, who's a player that you looked up to?
For me, I feel like the go-to name, he's a household name now, Marcus Holman. Watching him my entire childhood and stuff, and he's now killing it here at Boston. And what's super cool for me to watch.
It's a goal off the pick.
Chiu, I hear it from you and Kark and Ryan Boyle all the time about changing the shooting angles. These goalies are just too good. You're going to have to do that if you're going to want to beat them, and that was a great example of it.
Every shot in this league comes with some hint of deception. These goalies are so smart.
Against Jake Stevens, Matty Palem, our head referee, gives us the info. So it'll be a man up for 30 seconds for the Waterdogs.
Clearly a hold, easy call. Stevens is draped over. Nothing good happens when you got one hand on your stick and you're reaching over somebody's shoulder like that. Here comes the power play. Sowers up top, 22 in purple as a passer, top of the arc.
Stathakis hanging in there in this one. Wins possession for his 5th face-off win in 9 attempts, but loses possession now back to Makar in New York. That's the key is not college level. 6 at Princeton, 1 at Denver. Now in his 2nd season here, hopes to have C.J. Kirst the second half of the season when he gets that hand all healed.
Told us this week when we talked to Coach T, July 11th, potentially in Chicago, maybe even earlier, maybe next week. All-Star break is that July 4th weekend out in Kansas City, so cradle.
Guys like this, don't they make their luck a little bit inside? They put themselves in the position where that ball is going to bounce into their stick.
For a segment you'll see sometime this summer, yesterday I spent a half hour on the backfield here shooting with Jake Taylor, talking to me about his different release points and some of his philosophies when it comes to shooting.
Schellenberger with a nice job riding, trying to get possession back.
He's got it really in follow through. You get that torque back to front, whip. You want to whip that stick with your wrists.
Stathakis has won 5 faceoffs in a row until that one. That's a good developing battle today. Quick. Great running back in high school, MacArthur High School. Out on Long Island. National championship at Cornell. Look at these two.
I think that's going to be Kelleher's role. Kind of a north-south guy on offense, right? They got east-west guys in Teton, Schellenberger. You need some north-south hammers.
Baptiste won the face-off and then gave it right back. That's the worst thing that could happen because
Out to a hot start, so he wants to see them punch back first here to start the third quarter.
yeah, that's a good point. Leading scorer in this league in the first quarter, 14 goals coming in, and it took them a while to even get their first, which they got on a breakdown defensively.
Yeah, that was more of a transition goal. And they've been operating effectively in the 32-second shot clock this year. Number one in that category, okay, at 31%. Number one shooting team in the league. Those two things have changed dramatically in this game.
Dangerously loose in front. As you heard, both Stathakis and Baptiste battling for it, still battling for it. No possession yet. Now won by the Atlas. In his mood right now. You saw him sharing a laugh with Sowers before we started that second half.
Yeah, Carp.
Not in a good mood right
That's
now.
right.
Your substitution decisions are critical in this league. You can't dilly-dally. You either go or you're staying on the field. But if you're late or you go halfway and change your mind, you're going to get smoked.
Dana's standing by with Coach Tierney.
Coach Tierney, we saw your face on the sidelines. I know you can't be happy about that substitution game.
Yeah, you know, we just talked at halftime about playing smarter, and then we run off the field when they've got 6 and we've got 5.
Thanks, Coach.
That time at Western Canada, British Columbia. Played his college lacrosse in the Philly area in Drexel.
If he wants to make an impact and stay in this league, just keep setting great picks for Jeff T.
Hey, Rich, right behind my butt.
That scrum is not for the faint of heart. Picked up by the Atlas. Schellenberger now. The quick pass to the far side. Catch by Teat. Couldn't get it through traffic. On the outside of the cage, and DeLuca picks it up. Dangerously in front. Still in the crease.
Hold.
Baptiste wins that draw. Stathakis gives him a
Connor, those
shoulder.
The pick game in lacrosse is very similar to the NBA or college basketball.
On that one.
Yeah, good point, Dana. Throw in the red flag. Didn't work out in his favor.
Hold.
Very close. Has had this face-off battle. Baptiste wins it, loses his footing. Got a hold, though. Gonna go against the Waterdogs, so possession for New York.
Like from last year, where he had 64 points on the season.
Right.
It set a record.
Right, the standard now is
Yeah, but again,
quite high.
in 2024, he got his season off to just an amazing start after 2 or 3 games. Team point, he has inside leverage.
Courier, great indoor player, knows how to play in tight spaces. Loose ball push, gonna go against the Waterdogs, so possession for New York. Faceoffs all even at 10 apiece in this game. Bad turnover. Nope, deflected. I stand corrected. It has been a battle at the faceoff dot, even between Baptiste and Stathakis, and we've had Trevor Baptiste wired for sound. That was a quick win back by Stathakis. Witcher picks it up.
In a year where everyone in the league's either 2-1 or 1-2, margins are tight this summer. And like these games have been 4-quarter games. Everything's come down to the last 10 minutes. Now stick down on the ground.
7 points on 5 goals for Teeter. He only had 4 goals coming in the first 3 weeks. A lot of pushing and shoving. Baptiste wanted a call, didn't get it, loses possession. Again, that's ideal for the Waterdogs because they get the ball here in 52 seconds on the shot clock.
Hitch and go right-handed. He's untouched by the defense.
Stathakis beats Logan that time. Logan took the draw. We've seen that a couple of times today. 91 in white as opposed to having Trevor. Teet's third assist of the day. Hudgens picks up the GB on the faceoff.
Jeff Teet's having a day, huh? 5 goals, 3 assists. He's been involved.
Largest lead of the day for New York.
I'm ready.
Violation against Stathakis, and he's going to get called. Stathakis gave Baptiste a little jab. And now a delayed call against Philadelphia. It's not what the Waterdogs need right now. Make sure the hands are in the right spot before that last face-off.
You generally don't see Fogo on Fogo crime, so to speak. The guys have a lot of mutual respect.
Right. But it is a physical.
They fight you. No, they're going to fight you.
Season. Then he had to hightail it after the game to continue his honeymoon.
In France, he was activated in that game. Remember, I think it was the year Connor Fields hurt his shoulder.
Yep.
Late in the season.
They brought him in. He scored a goal in the championship game. Then said, see you later. Now he's providing dividends for Coach Pressler in the Atlas.
Posture and where's the stick? Is it on my shoulder? Is it on my hip? Is it on my hands?
And the sense to know that Logan was coming over and to get rid of it just that split second before 91 gets there.
We held it.
Logan again battling here at the face-off dot with Stathakis.
Good to see Danny Logan, 91 in white for the New York Atlas, back on the field. He's kind of the standard at that position right now in the entire United States. He's the best in the business at it. We haven't called his name much tonight, and I think that's probably a good